Howdy do goody two shoes, guide sorcery speaking, and welcome on in. We got a message from the Pokemon Masters EX team, so another dev letter, which is exciting because we are coming up on the 2 year anniversary of Pokemon Masters, and with the 2 year anniversary, we will get the big finale to the main story. At least this part of the main story. We of course are expecting, a continuation of it. They've mentioned a more serious light featuring characters that have a specific sort of like connection or similarity about them. I again I'm interested to see if it'll be Rainbow Rocket because we now have all members of Rainbow Rocket on Passio. So, and in terms of main antagonists, we still don't have Chairman Rose, but we'll see, we'll see. Anyway, enough speculation. Let's actually get into the announcements, shall we? Okay, so. Uh-oh. A message from the Pokemon Masters EX team, Volume 23. Greetings, trainers, with the producers of Pokemon Masters, Yu Sasuke and Tetsuya Iguchi. Yes. Updates up till late August. Triple feature Poke Fair Scout, 72 hours only. Red, blue, and leaf Suits. That doesn't really surprise me, for being honest. Will be available for 72 hours, starting from when you first log in after the app update. Does not surprise me. These three are fantastic sync pairs. They're great at what they do. Well, Evelyn and Evelyn and Entei added to the BP sync pairs. Who's Evelyn? A fire type master sync pair will be added to the BP sync pair super voucher exchange. We don't even have enough to afford one super voucher. We're already adding on to that? Oh my goodness. Also on August 8th at 11 p.m. after the Champion Stadium switches regions, battle points will be added as additional rewards from... Oh, thank goodness, man. We desperately need more ways to earn battle points because, like, it's just been a slow grind. I for one got Lieutenant Surgeon Raichu, and at the request of my chat, Karen and Umbreon. So I don't know. I'm excited to actually get a more like consistent flow of battle points. That's exciting. Who is Evelyn? is is that someone I should know? It feels like it feels like I wouldn't know who that is. I guess I could Google it later. But let's get through the rest of the letter, and then I'll ask about that. I hope you take this opportunity to try Master Mode if you haven't yet. I mean, PML arc of the main story concludes. Main story will be updated on July 29, bringing us to the long-awaited final round of the PML tournament. Highlight of this event is finding out how Blue feels on his path to victory in the PML, and how Red responds to his feelings before the finals. I'm so excited, man. I'm so excited. Unfortunately, I don't know when I'll be able to stream that. I have work all the time. This update will mark the conclusion of the PML arc of the main story, but we're working on a new story arc that will begin after it. We'll share details about the new story arc in our next message, so we hope you enjoy the Lear Takes the Lead solo event. Oh, along with the climax of the PML arc. Okay, so a lead solo event featuring Lear. Interesting. Speaking of which, the Lear Takes the Lead solo event will begin on July 29th. At the same time, Lear, Rachel, and Sawyer will appear in the Sync Pair Scout. Thank goodness. Lear and Hoopa were a lot of fun to play in the main story. I'm very curious to see if he'll have the same abilities, because Lear's passive in the main story let him go straight to his sync move, and it was kind of broken. Lear and Hoopa have 3 passive skills that can each reduce the sync move countdown, allowing them to quickly use their sync move. We still got the reduces the sync move countdown when they enter a battle, has a chance of reducing the sync move countdown when the move is successful, and reduces the sync move countdown the first time they use their sync move. Oh my goodness. Alright, so this guy is just all about sync moves, which doesn't surprise me. It was a big part of his story arc in the main story, so it's great to see that his bond with Hoopa is being reflected in gameplay as him being able to being able to make the most out of his newly found bond with Hoopa, or rekindled, or I don't know. There isn't a whole lot of detail around surrounding his. I mean, we see how he befriended Hoopa, when he was younger, right? So I guess rekindled bond or strengthened. The power of their sync move, Singularity Hyperspace Hole, increases when none of the target's stats are raised. Their Snatch move returns the target's raised stats to normal and raises the user's stats. Okay, so they have Snatch. Okay, cool. So you can use it before their sync move to do even more damage. So they're kind of a mixture of Sigma Suit Elisa with the sync move countdown lowering. Although I suppose like you have other sync pairs like Sigma Suit Red who do that too with their passives. And then they also have like Grimsley's Snatch, which again, like, I don't see too many people using Grimsley nowadays. But it's cool. It's cool. Might be a bit of a pain in co-op though. Rachel and Umbreon, support sync pairs that have a move called Hello that restores one ally's HP by approximately 60%, removes status conditions and interference reflected on that ally, grants them the enduring effect, and if the ally has a sync buff, grants them the gradual healing effect. So of course, it would, be a good, have good chemistry with Lear, because Lear is going to be syncing out the wazoo apparently. Restores allies HP, removes status conditions, and interference, grants them an enduring effect. Yep, that's classic support. With all these effects, Rachel and Umbreon show that they really excel at healing. Sawyer and Honchkrow have a move called Forever Loyal that raises all allies' attack and special attack by 2 stat ranks, raises their defense and special defense by 1 stat rank, and applies the move gauge acceleration to the field of play. Okay, so all about buffing the probably Lear. They sound like they would be really be really good at supporting Lear. Although Sawyer sounds like he's more of a more general, more of a general support. You have one passive skill that has a chance to raise all allies' defense when attacking, and have another that has a chance to raise all allies' special defense when attacking, making them a support sync pair that can bolster both their team's offensive and defensive capabilities. I like that. We'll have to see when the data mines drop how that ends up coming into play, but daily type rotation type team up starting a new type of event. Daily type rotation type team up will begin. In this event, you can take on sync pairs of all 18 types. Types will rotate daily and be featured in challenges such as challenge of flying types, rock types, water types. Cool. I was curious to see like the region rotation. Now that we're back to Kanto, has kind of, in my opinion, it's kind of, well, now we're back to Johto, but it's kind of worn on me. By completing each battle, you can get gems and items used for training, including tomes and codices for each type. Codices. I didn't realize that's a plural for codex. So be sure to give this event a try. Also, each time a new battle is added, you'll be able to enjoy special conversations with sync pairs. I like that. I'm all about having conversations with the sync pairs. All things considered. Faulkner. Oh, yes, finally. I was actually kind of wondering when they were going to bring in Faulkner. Not just that, but who he would be teaming up with. So it's Swellow. That's interesting because Swellow is Gen 3 and Faulkner is from Johto. I was kind of expecting Faulkner to have Skarmory or Noctowl, but I'm interested to see Swellow. Faulkner and Swellow will debut in the Sync Pair Scout. Faulkner and Swellow can use the Fly move to temporary. Yep. Okay. So it's hopefully it's not as it's not like Nate, causing most opponents' moves aimed at them to miss. Unfortunately, if I remember correctly, it doesn't count towards the sync move countdown. The fact that it just counts as one move. So instead of taking down 2, it goes down 1. So it doesn't. It kind of hinders the sync move countdown a little bit. You have 3 passive skills that each have an effect if the opponent's move misses. One passive skill that has a chance to restore their HP, another charges a move gauge, and a third that raises the speed of all allies. Ooh, interesting. That might be cool to see. Again, I'm not sure if it's worth losing at least one, maybe 2 in the countdown. I'm not sure if it's worth it, but that'd be interesting to see. Although it'd be interesting if you had Faulkner and Lear, or Sigma Suit Red or Sigma Suit Elisa, who would be able to make up for it with their charging the sync move gauge. With these passive skills, Faulkner and Swallow could be great at supporting allies while avoiding attacks. Alright, Masters will celebrate its 2-year anniversary at the end of August. Thank you so much for your support throughout these 2 years. Changing the title of the app to new content, we've launched some major updates throughout the past year. We're preparing various updates that will make this year's anniversary just as exciting as last year's. Show more information, oh my gosh, about what you can expect from the end of August onward in our next message, and today we'll tell you about the run-up, which begins at August 11 at 11 p.m. Max Move debut. We mentioned in the previous message we are going to working on bringing Dynamax to the game. This feature will be launched as super powerful Max Moves. Okay, this is what we've been waiting for. This is what I've been waiting for anyway. The first sync pair to have max moves will debut during our run-up to the 2-year celebration. Each sync pair that has a max move will be able to use their max move once during battle at any time. If a sync move has more than one max move, they can still... once during battle at any time. If a sync pair has more than one max move, they can still only use one okay. With various additional effects, you have to think about whether you want to use them to deal a lot of damage or to activate their effects based on the flow of battle. Okay, so that sounds akin to how you would strategize with Dynamax, especially in competitive Pokemon nowadays in Gen 8. Of course, sync pairs that have max move will also be able to use their normal sync move as well. Reasons why sync pairs on Passive and Dynamax will be revealed. Oh my gosh, howling! Oh, I scrolled down too far. I saw that. Will be revealed at the Howling Shield of Eternity legendary event, which we discussed below. There will be only one sync pair that can use max moves debuting in August, but more will be on the way, so stay tuned. Okay, so we have Hop and Zamazenta. That's interesting. I was curious to see who Hop would they would have Hop with. I was kind of hoping they would pair him with Corviknight. But you know what? I'm excited for Zamazenta. Okay, so we have Glory with Zacian and Hop with Zamazenta. I don't remember... they can't Dynamax in the game, right? You can't Dynamax the legendaries, right? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure you can't. Howling Shield of Eternity will begin on August 11th at 11 p.m. At this event, you can team up with Hop and Zamazenta. Looking forward to learning what Hop and Zamazenta can do when the event begins. We'll launch the following as part of the 2-year run-up special rally. 3 legendary events will return at the same time? Oh my gosh. New World Dilemma, in which you can team up with Cyrus and Palkia. I do need to replay that. Probably not on stream, though. Give and Take, in which you can team up with Professor Sycamore and Xerneas. I also need to replay that because it's not on my YouTube. And Father or Foe, which you can team up with Ghetsis and Kyurem. Oh, great. We got to cry again. Those were some of the 3 best events that this game has had, with some of the best story. Father or Foe in particular is probably my favorite story event in the entire game. Probably my favorite, the main story, honestly, isn't that great, if we're being perfectly honest, but Father or Foe just, completely blew it out of the water. It was emotional. It had a lot of great, callbacks to the game. Same with New World Dilemma and Give and Take. All 3 of these events were fantastic in my opinion. Special login bonus, 400 stamina per day. Ooh, cool. 5-star guaranteed scout missions and other incredible rewards, training area reward boost rally, and blissful bonanza, in which you can collect valuable items that you can exchange for 5-star guaranteed scout tickets, sucky scrolls, lucky cookies, and more. Creselia's back. Nice. One more new thing planned for August 18th. It will see something special to express our gratitude to all of you for your support throughout 2 years, so please be sure to log in on August 18th. Finally, we're planning the following updates for late August. Daily login bonus update. Cool. 0 stamina consumption for the evolution. Oh, that's so... Oh my gosh. 0 stamina consumption for sync orbs? That's busted. That is straight up busted. That's straight up... Here's the thing. I'm so, sync orbs are honestly something that I struggle with, because whenever I'm working on a sync grid, whenever I need to, make changes, or a lot of my sync pairs I haven't worked on their sync grids at all, just because I'm always, worried about, okay, I need to conserve my sync orbs for in the event I'm having trouble in Champion Stadium, and I need to, go back and fix a sync grid or update a sync grid for a specific specific sync pair, right? So I'm always I'm very stingy with my sync orbs, right? But if zero stamina consumption for sync orbs for the sync orb area actually happens, I would honestly love that. I'm pretty sure there's a limit to the amount of times you can play the sync orb area anyway. So honestly, that sounds like a great deal. Evolution materials as well. I think if there's a limit to how many times you can play the evolution material area, like a daily limit, so it doesn't like bleed into like stamina consumption that you could easily use on events or grinding for level up materials. You know, that would honestly make it so good. And even if you don't need to evolve any Pokemon, like if you have all the evolutions for, you know, the main sync pairs and you know the Eggmons, um, evolution material can still be used to you know get some coins, which if we remember previous the previous event with Maxie and Archie, that could come in very handy, those coins. So hopefully we'll be that'll be a welcome addition. Honestly, like my opinion on stamina has kind of changed. I genuinely think it was a very nice like I was very apprehensive about it at first. But the improvements that they've made to it and the way that they've implemented it made it very clear that, at least to me, that they didn't implement the stamina to be greedy, right? And they implemented stamina, in my opinion, to genuinely try to improve the game and try to improve grinding. And now I feel that grinding is much more it is like it's different. And I, in my opinion, kind of like grinding now more than I did back then, back before stamina consumption. Admittedly, my personal you know life situation has changed significantly since before stamina consumption was implemented. But you know, that's a story for another day. Even more plans in store for the 2-year anniversary. Stay tuned. Our next message is scheduled for late August. Did they say August 18? Right? Um, yeah. So August 18 is they keep saying that date. So August 4 is when Faulkner comes out. August 4 is the type team up, and all this is late July. So starting August 18, we'll launch the following. I talked about that. Okay, so in it, we plan to share more information about the 2-year anniversary as well as the new story that will come after the main story arc is completed. Always working hard to deliver updates and improvements, prioritize trainers' feedback. Until next time, okay. Content mentioned in this message is currently under development. Titles, plans, update content, and update times are all subject to change. Fair enough. Okay, and I did spy that we are getting we have the special rally and we are getting the legendary event Lurking Shadow back, so we'll check on that real quick. That's now. Okay, complete the event to team up with Giovanni. So the question is like, what? Oh, is it just me or did Giovanni's sprite get updated? Oh no, that's interesting. We complete battles, team up with Giovanni and Mewtwo, prize coins, yeah, custom power-ups, all that jazz. Sync Grid expanded at level 135. The background music for the battle against Giovanni has been updated. I kind of want to play that right now, honestly. I kind of want to play it right now. I don't need virus and threat protection, computer, but thank you. I kind of want to play that right now just to hear the background music. Problem is I probably wouldn't be able to stream it. Oh well, it is what it is. It's 11 a.m. I think I could probably stream it. We'll see. I'll consider it. Event missions. You can take on special missions. You can earn event medals and acquire Giovanni and Mewtwo more times to level up their moves. Check the mission screen. Exchange items. And then you can exchange custom power-ups for items such as 5-star power-ups. Nice. Event story is the same as all the Lurking Shadow events so far. So, honestly, like... Yeah, I kind of still want to play it just so that I can have it on YouTube, but it's the same story. It's not a very deep story. It's not it's not groundbreaking in any way, shape, or form, but it's still pretty hype. Some of the battles and rewards in the event differ from the legendary event Lurking Shadow, held from March 5th to March 15th. That if you fulfill the requirements to acquire Giovanni and Mewtwo, you get 3-star power-ups instead of 5-star power-ups. Okay, so cool. All right, that's pretty hype. So it is great to hear that. But of course, all the big news were in this event, in this message right here. Hop, Zamazenta, Faulkner, Swellow. That is very, very exciting. I'm curious to see. I still don't know. I'm googling this right now. Who is this Evelyn? Is Evelyn like a character that I'm supposed to know? Like I'm curious. I know you have what's his face? Oh gosh, I'm blanking on the guy with Suicune. Oh no, I can't remember his name. Yusin, that's his name. Uh, Whoops. So I'm googling Evelyn now because I do not remember this character. Are they? Oh, the Battle Maison. Okay, that explains why I don't remember them. I completely skipped the Battle Maison whenever I played Pokemon X, which I've never revisited Gen 6. Um I don't know. I really need to revisit Gen 6. I remember really liking X and Y, and I know a lot of people, kind of don't like Gen 6, but I still really like it. So the Battle Maison, that explains a lot. Of course. Okay, so all right. Cool. So I was kind of wondering if she would be an original character, but it doesn't seem so. Honestly, this is all pretty cool. I'm excited to see Lear, Sawyer, and Rachel. I was always wondering whether we would get to actually play as them and unlock them. We did get to play as them again briefly in the Pokemon Masters League, like the main story, but I thought it was just a temporary assignment. It is great to see all three of these guys. I'm very curious to see if they'll update their they'll update their moveset when you battle them in the main story now, because I'm assuming that Sawyer and Rachel are probably going to get their own sync moves, right? They're unique sync moves that aren't like Dark Impact or Dark Beam. So I'm curious to see if they'll update that. And of course, Lear with Singularity Hyperspace Hole. Again, another thing that I'm curious to see them if they want to update that in their battle in the main story. Yeah, type team up is pretty great. I was honestly kind of getting sick of region rotation. Faulkner. Of course, we got Hop. I'm very curious about these max moves because they mentioned it seems that only there will only be one synchro that can use max moves debuting in August, right? I don't think it's Hop. Would it be Hop? If they're implementing Dynamax, right? They're implementing Dynamax. They're using max. This is their way of implementing Dynamax by using a max move. I don't remember if Zamazenta can. You know what? I'm googling this right now. I, I'm not sure if it was just Eternatus who couldn't Dynamax or if Zamazenta could Dynamax. I don't think it can. Yeah, Zamazenta cannot Dynamax. So I would imagine that if someone would be able to Dynamax, it would be Leon. Leon and Charizard sounds like it sounds like it would be the Pokemon that they would choose, the character that they would choose to introduce max moves, right? Because come on, Leon Charizard is like probably the most iconic Gigantamax pair, honestly. Like whenever you think of Gigantamax in Sword and Shield, the first thing you think of is Leon and his Gigantamax Charizard, right? So I don't know. But the thing is, like the fact that Leon is already out, I'm curious to see if they would update him or if they would just introduce an entire. I hope they don't. That would be horrible. I would not mind updating Leon somehow. But I do not think that the max move would apply to Hop. At least I don't know. Maybe question mark. Who knows? Because it's just the fact that Zamazenta in the games cannot Dynamax. Neither can Zacian. So Gloria is probably out of the picture too. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. So many legendary events returning. It makes sense because those were some of the best story events and some of the best sync pairs that you can team up with as well. So yeah, yeah, it's all pretty exciting. And it leaves a lot of room for questions. The data mines have not dropped yet, at least to my knowledge. So I'll take a look at that when it does drop. I'm kind of hoping it drops soon, like tomorrow ish, because like that's it just works best with my schedule. But it is what it is. Anyway, that being said, all pretty exciting. Hope you all enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching. If you did, please consider leaving a like and subscribing if you want more content. I cover a lot of Pokemon Masters news and music and pop some of the events on this YouTube channel. So if you're interested in any of that, please consider subscribing. Also, check out my Twitch channel. The link will be in the description down below, where I do a lot of streams. It's where I'm mainly at nowadays. We do a lot of charity streams over there. Currently working through a Pokemon Emerald randomized Nuzlocke, which is going spectacularly. Otherwise, leave a comment if I want to hear what you think about all this. What are you excited about? Are you excited for Hop? I know I'm excited for Hop. I know a lot of people like kind of hate on Hop. They like kind of compare him to How, which I feel is a very unfair comparison. I feel like they actually did a pretty good job with Hop, especially like I'm not gonna ramble about. I'll ramble about Hop another day. But yeah, if you're excited for Faulkner, if you're excited for the 2-year anniversary, yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you think and what you're most excited about. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna see about I'll see about streaming some of this stuff. It's a lot of stuff to stream. It's a lot of things that I'm really excited for. So, but with that being said, that's all for another day. So, for the time being, thank you so much for watching. Catch you next time. Smell you later.